Hey there, and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be taking a look at the new comic books I got in this week. So starting off, we've got Absolute Batman number 21 with the Absolute version of Two-Face on here, and then the variant cover featuring Penguin. So I wanted to get both of these as, you know, they kind of go together. I wasn't sure if, I couldn't really tell from the solicits if they were the same background image or not, but they're not. So they are, you know, separate covers here. Then moving on to Detective Comics, we've got a new facsimile edition of issue 359, which was the introduction of Barbara Gordon Batgirl. So DC has done a facsimile edition of this before, but I wanted to pick up this new one. And so I got the A cover, got the shiny foil variant, even the ads are shiny. And then I got the blank sketch cover, where you can do it yourself. And, you know, again, it has the A cover underneath. I did pick these up, but this is an issue I hope to have the original of someday. It is definitely on my list. Just got to find a good copy I can afford. Moving on to DC Next Level, we have the latest issue of Batwoman with number 4. And then we have issue 52 of Batman Superman World's Finest. Again, continuing the story by Mark Waid, where Batman and Superman are in Skartaris with Warlord. Then there's the Supergirl movie variant for this issue. And so this one is by Dan Mora. And so far, this is the only one of these I've picked up. You know, again, I really like Dan Mora's art, so I wanted to get this one. Then we've got issue 14 of Superman Unlimited. And so this is continuing the reign of the Superboy storyline. After that, we've got Lobo number 4. And so it looks like we've got Lobo going up against Supergirl in this one. Is it coincidence that Lobo is appearing in the Supergirl movie coming out later this week? Probably not. You know, I'm sure this is all calculated. But along with that, we've got Lobo number 1 facsimile edition. And so this was his first solo series, not his first appearance, because that was in Omega Men. But I have the original of this, so I just went ahead and, again, picked up the shiny foil variant. And then I got the Superpowers variant, because I've been getting all of these Superpowers, you know, toy facsimile, I guess you could call it, covers. Then another next level title is Deathstroke number 4. I got the David Aja cover for this. I really like his art. He's been doing a lot of Batman variants that I can't afford right now. So I do like a lot of his covers. They're just kind of pricey for me right now. And the Deathstroke one wasn't. So I wanted to go ahead and pick this up. Again, I really like this. I like the use of the negative space in the sky here. And you've got the foreground almost in silhouette here. You got real sort of minimal details here on the buildings. But yeah, I really like this one. Then from Vertigo, we've got End of Life number 5, written by Kyle Starks. Really enjoying this book. A fun assassin book where, you know, there's some jokes thrown in. It's been really good. I'm liking the Vertigo books that I'm getting right now. Again, I was never really big into Vertigo back in the day, mostly because it was a mature reader's title, and I started reading comics when I was a kid. So I couldn't buy them at first, and I just sort of, I don't know, almost developed a habit of not buying them because of that. Moving on to Marvel, we've got Amazing Spider-Man number 31. And so this is the Amazing Visions variant by Lee Bermejo. So we get Miles and Spider-Gwen on here. So, you know, we're kind of moving along Spider-Man's career through these various covers. So we're getting pretty close to caught up here. And you can see on the billboard here in the background, we've got a little Spider-Ham, like a graffiti version of Spider-Ham. And let's see, this is number 21 of the Amazing Visions variants. And so there's going to be 25. And so this is the Legacy number 995. So it looks like that'll wrap up with 999. I thought it would be with 1,000, but I guess not. I'm sure he'll do something else for issue 1,000. Wonder Man is next up with issue 4 of his newest miniseries. Moving on to Image, we've got G.I. Joe number 23. Again, really enjoying this book written by Joshua Williamson. Another Image book I'm really liking is Redcoat, and this is issue 18. And so we have Benedict Arnold coming back now. As the story's being presented, he's there to kind of help out Simon. Nobody believes that's what his true intentions are, though, so we'll see where this goes. Again, this is a book I really enjoy. A lot of times it is the first book I read the week it comes out. From Dark Horse, we've got Concrete, Stars Over Sand number 1. I haven't read a lot of Concrete. I have a few issues here and there that I've read over the years, but this is one of those books where it's like, if I were born 10 years earlier, I'd probably be all about this. This is one of those books that I feel like I kind of missed out on just because I was, probably too young for it. Again, I like Paul Chadwick's art, but again, I haven't read a lot of Concrete, so I thought I would pick this up and see how it is. Again, it's been a while since he's done any Concrete comics, so I thought I'd check this out and see how it is. IDW's got Star Trek The Last Starship #8, so I got the variant cover of this. And from Oni Press and their EC imprint, we've got Catacomb of Torment #12. Again, fun, horror anthology, EC style stories. You can just tell with all these EC books that are coming out that you've got creators that have grown up reading this stuff and really want to do something like that. So yeah, we got this cover here where it looks like we've got a zombie in this sort of futuristic looking museum here, and people are just kind of ogling the zombie as it's strung up here. The last thing I got here was DC Finest Robin, The Origin of Robin. I haven't picked up any of the DC Finest collections yet. A lot of the ones I'm interested in, I already have like as an omnibus or like a different kind of trade format or some other kind of collection. But this one I wanted to pick up. I know I have some of these issues, the originals of, but I know there's some I don't. And I think this is the first time some of this stuff is being reprinted. So I wanted to check this out. And again, it's a big book. There's a lot of old school, sort of Silver and Bronze Age Robin stories in here. So I wanted to check this out. And let's see, how many pages is this anyway? Try not to give away any spoilers for these old stories. But it looks like we have 533 pages. So yeah, and then there's some stuff about the other volumes there. But yeah, I think this is everything that's reprinted here in this book. Now, I do like this. I do want to, I did want to pick this up. What I really want, though, are Golden Age reprints of Robin's solo adventures in Star Spangled Comics. Because that stuff is way out of print. I rarely ever see those issues in real life. I think I've seen them at conventions like maybe twice. I've seen those books. And again, those are like the early solo Robin stories from back in the day. And they did a couple archive editions of them back in the day, but the entire run has never been collected. So fingers crossed we get a nice omnibus or something of that someday. But yeah, I wanted to get this Robin collection in the meantime. So yeah, that's everything I got this week. Did you get anything good? Let me know in the comments below, of course. And thanks for watching. If you'd like to follow me on social media, I'm on Twitter/X @Detective651, also on Instagram @Detective651. Be sure to check out my t-shirt store at tpublic.com/user/Detective651. I've got a lot of nerdy designs on there, and there's sales all the time, so check it out frequently.